I think to me, I think early offers not only hinder us a little bit in evaluating guys. I think people get so many early offers, it puts pressure on us to offer them when we really haven't done a sufficient background check or evaluation on a kid, not just character, but just everything you got to evaluate. And kids can grow so much between their sophomore to junior and their junior to senior years. I think we miss out on a lot of kids because, we're full now, or basically full, and close to every year we're almost done. We're working on next year's class. And then I also think it hurts the high schools because all these colleges are coming in offering guys early, and now you've got kids that are they kind of shut it down. I got offers from 8, 10 Division I schools, Florida, Georgia, Auburn. Everybody's offering, and they're you're kind of taking away the power of the high school coach, or to coach and mold those guys. You see that a lot, and personally, I think that's a problem. But I like, to be honest, I like, you like the part that, hey, we're done, I'm not hectic for January. Hey, we're not sitting, you're not in a home trying to the 12th hour trying to get a guy to,
How stressful could that be?
I'm not, been around as long as some of these guys, but you hear stories about that, and or 8 years ago when I started, some of that we were deciding in February, late January, February, and it's stressful, talking to those 17, 18-year-olds every night, and their decision changes one week to the next, really day to day. But they get a lot of publicity with rivals and those guys calling them 24/7, and it's more of a, just by 8 years, it's more of a de-recruitment now than ever when they get here. Hey, son, you're not the only good player here on the team. There's a lot of players that can play. And I think it makes it harder to recruit, too. It makes it a guy that really works and goes to the schools and knows who's coming up as 9th, 10th, and 11th graders that, hey, this guy's got a chance to be a player with the exposure that they get now. It's hard to, like I said earlier, hide a guy. But it's not going to change. People they love it, and especially in the South, they love football, they love recruiting, they talk about it every day, and that's part of it, and that's why they fill up the stadiums, that's why we get paid a lot of money, so it's all intertwined.
How much will you guys think next month about what happened last year? You guys lose Greenlee to Florida State, you gain Little from Notre Dame. That kind of stuff. When you have your class, you got to worry about guys maybe decommitting.
No, that happens every year, but that's your job as a coach, and that's got his players to stay communicating with those players, and there are going to be certain guys that are going to change their mind, and certain guys that might want to come to your school, but you hear a lot of coaches that have been around a long time. You worry about the ones you get and not the ones you lose, because the ones you get are the ones you got, and you got to develop those guys. So, whoever you get, you got to be happy with it, and you got to develop those guys. You can't dwell on who you don't get, because you're not going to get them all.
How much do you think